What's going on? Welcome back. Got lots to do today, including fitting a starter motor to the AE92. I've actually got a whole heap of stuff to catch you up on the AE92 for. Also, another thing that I wanted to do for a while, because again, I have a job now, keeping my head down, working my ass off. So I haven't been around as much here, but there is one thing I want to do right now. And just like that, Bamboo Labs P1S 3D printer coming my way. Alright, now to catch you up on this bastard of a car. It has been causing me fucking headaches. Originally TPS replaced that, all good. Highlighted problems with the car. So getting lack of power under throttle, noticing it now, driving like shit. Pain in my asshole. Tried timing, tried the ignition, tried all of that sort of stuff, like the sensors, everything. Still not doing what it's supposed to do. Come to fuel. It seems like the fuel pump isn't priming, which means it ain't working. And what fuel it is getting is very low pressure, right? So like not even spraying out of the fuel rail when you undo it, barely dribbling out, not coming out of the fuel return at all, under any sort of circumstance. It is seemingly low on fuel pressure. I pulled the filter out to check the filter. Obviously that's one of the places you start. It's not that dirty, right? A little bit dirty, but no chunks or anything substantial come out. Mostly just fuel, which is okay. Like, it could do with a change, but nowhere near as bad as what I've ever seen these things get to, and still run better than this. However, the fuel pump has been a problem since I got the car. So now I have to go under, take the tank out, because Toyota in their infinite wisdom doesn't allow access under the back seat, drop the tank, pull the tank, or pull the pump out of the top of that, and then have a look at that, because I don't even know if it's that. It could be the wiring. I could be up for a wiring and a fuel pump, or just wiring or a fuel pump. But if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do fuel pump, wiring, aftermarket relay, like in the 86. Yeah, the 86 just has a relay off the ignition, much like any other car, but this thing I don't know that it does. I think the pump is ECU controlled, that's why it doesn't prime, but it works when you turn the car on. So I'm not exactly sure the brain of it there, but I could probably bypass it and see. The other problem with it is, because of the big stereo system in it, well, not big, but bigger than it's supposed to have, I end up with voltage fluctuations. So I'm seeing anywhere between 13.2 and 14.2. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but it shouldn't go under 13.5. So I know the alternator is not the healthiest. That could be playing into my fuel pump problems. Now I have turned the sound system off, and I still get the same result, so I'm not entirely sure there either. But I've swapped the ECU out, still does the exact same thing, so I'm pretty well up to replacing the pump, and that's a pain in the ass. So over the next few evenings I've got to pull it out and have a crack at that. Now, before you ask, do Toyota really not have access from the top? Well, they sort of do. See, this hat here still leads down towards the tank. However, you can't get to anything from here. This is mostly just to run the wires through. So you get your plugs here, and that's really about it for your pump and your fuel level sender. So we'll pull this off and we'll have a look and see what we can do from here. Alright, as you might be able to see here, we do have the fuel level sender cap. So we can try and get that out and pull that off. Like so. Try and squeeze it up and have a look. This is probably way easier with two hands, but yeah, there we go. Just like so. One fuel level sender. And I have gigantic hands, and that is a very small hole, so I will not be able to get anything up into there. This one goes down to the pump, which is there, which has no access. Why? I don't fucking know. Alright, so I'm a little late to the party with this, but guess what showed up? My 3D printer. And I'm printing a cup holder. I have already had an attempt with the PLA that they give you to begin with, and these are for the 8.6. So I've done a test print. I do have to modify this, isn't in the right section. Same with this one here. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of editing on those files and then reprint them. I am also prototyping this one here, which is for an R33. So these are for AE86, this is for R33. So I'm going to see how these all fit and go, and then yeah, hopefully get them sorted. But these look good in there. My only concern is they're a tight fit. I don't think once you get them in there past the lid that they come out, which is a bit of a problem for me. I don't like that. Maybe I have to scallop one side out just to fit past the lid, like so. Like just a little bit out of there, and yeah, I don't know. Not sure. Alrighty, look at that. That is a cup holder for an R33. I love it. Let's get it out of there. Right, let's open this up. Everything's still cooling down. Oop. Get up. That's nice and warm. Look at that. I need to scrape that off now, but it's our 3D printed cup holder. We'll have to break all these supports off and oops, sort of like that. Just clean it up. Yeah, that's it. Alright, and there we have it. It is printed. Yeah, looks much better than the one that I'm replacing it with, so let's hope it fits. I'm going to test it out, but ideally this would get some sanding. Like, I mean, it's still infinitely better already, but you know, a bit of sanding on this side just because of the lines here, because the support trees were here, so it just picks a bit of extra lines up here. But you've got this nice textured, nearly Nissan factory kind of texture on it here. So yeah, sand that nice and smooth, and that should go in there nicely. The previous build went straight up here instead of having a taper, and it had a little lip at the end, and I just thought it was wrong. Like it looked bad. It didn't work. So yeah, this one should work much better and look closer to factory. So yeah, this is a bit of a weirder, more unconventional video, I suppose. It's like 2 weeks of small videos mashed together, sort of thing. Car problems, still haven't sorted that out. 3D printer, got that. Dizzy rebuild kit has shown up, but do you think I've gotten started on it? No, I haven't had the time. Did a diff in a 33 yesterday, forgot to film that. That's fun. Otherwise, yeah, I've just been kicking along trying to get stuff done. So now is clean up and try and get this all worked out. The cup holder for the AE86, I did get that one sorted. You might have seen the short on that one. So that one is done. I am actually going to start selling them, so if you're interested in that, hit me up. I'm thinking around the $40 mark, something like that. But yeah, I'm also in the process of modifying this one to work for an R33 Series 1. So I've got my my rough test print and all the modifications that I need to make to all my sizes and my angles to make that one work. So yeah, just get through that now and get that one up as well. I might have to make a website and start doing stuff there. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out.